What up, players? My name is Mac the Day Gamer. For those of you that don't know me, I'm an Irishman that has been living out here in Japan for the past 6 years, and I live out here in Tokyo teaching pickup and day game. And today I just want to drop a quick video to talk about the reality of dating as a foreigner in Japan. There are a lot of misconceptions about coming to Japan and dating here, and one of the most common misconceptions is that it's going to be actually easy, as a white male or as a foreigner, to come here and just pick up girls really easily. I can just judge from a white male perspective. But I think people from other ethnicities would agree with me, and from what I've seen, it seems to be similar. But so the thing is, the idea that it's going to be really easy to get with really beautiful Japanese girls here, it's basically a myth. And the myth comes from the fact that the average Japanese girl is pretty attractive, and what happens is foreigners come over here. Japan attracts a lot of, let's be honest, I gotta be honest, attracts a lot of dorky, nerdy kind of guys, foreigners in particular. They come here for manga, for anime, and they come here for that aspect of the culture. So even if you've really bad game, the thing is, if these guys come to Japan and they eventually get a girlfriend, the chances are that the girl is going to be better looking than the kind of girl that they'd be able to get in their home country. They might not even be able to hook up with a girl or get with a girlfriend in their home country because they've no game, and they're not attractive and they're nerds and whatnot. We all know chicks don't really dig that kind of guy. But yeah, that the only reason that is because, like I said, the average Japanese girl is fitter, is more attractive. It's all subjective, but I mean, in reality, the average Japanese girl is going to be kind of at least in good shape. Beauty is very common in Japan. Like, it's there's no shortage of very attractive Japanese women. However, that does not mean these guys can live a player lifestyle. That doesn't mean the women don't come to you. Like, I mean, I've been in Japan 6 years, and if I waited for a girl to come to me, I mean, I would never have hooked up with a chick, and maybe one or two, like, over 6 years. I mean, this idea that women are just going to come to you here just because you're a foreigner, it's absurd. Like, it's a myth. It's not true. It's just not accurate. There's a whole bunch of reasons that Japanese girls actually don't like foreign guys, and I'd say the vast majority of Japanese girls do not like foreign guys. Like, for example, the number one reason is because the beauty standard, the idea of a handsome male in Japan is different from a handsome male in a Western country or whichever country. To be quite honest, guys that are deemed handsome and attractive here tend to look, I don't know how to say, maybe they call it like smart over here. I call it feminine, to be honest. Just look up K-pop stars, Japanese J-pop stars. They all tend to have, smooth face, more feminine, more softer look to them. And, honestly, like, this beard, if I was looking to, really try and get with as many Japanese girls as possible, I would try and shave the beard to try and fit in. But then again, if you do something like that, you're going to sit somewhere in the middle. Like, it's better off to come here and just embrace who you are as a foreigner. There's no point in trying to, try too hard to be Japanese. You know, you can learn like you should definitely learn the language. You should do all that, but you shouldn't try and like change your identity. You know, I'm an Irishman. If I stayed in Japan until the day I died, you know, I'd still be an Irishman. I'll never be Japanese. That's just basic common sense. But, you know, some guys will come over here and try too hard to be Japanese, and you know, they'll sit somewhere in the middle where they won't get the girls that like foreign guys, because they're not, you know, they're trying. It's kind of unattractive that they're trying too hard to be Japanese, and then they're not going to get the girls that don't like foreign guys anyway because they're foreign, you know, and yeah, there's just a bunch of reasons. I mean, a few of the reasons that Japanese girls do not like foreign guys is because you know, there's a language barrier. Like I said, you should learn the language. That really does help out a lot. There's a public stigma. Like, it's the cold hard truth is, girls that are seen with foreigners will be looked down upon by other Japanese men. Sometimes maybe even women. It's just a, you know, it's, I guess, you know, mild racism or whatnot. You know, they just they would call them. They would be called. It's a derogatory term. It's called gaijin hunters, and gaijin means foreigner, and hunter means, you know, hunter. Gaijin hunter. So these are girls that pursue pretty much only foreign guys, and contrary to popular belief, this is a very small percentage of the Japanese female population, a very small population. And the funny thing is that like, these girls will tend to like congregate. They'll tend to hang out together because it's kind of a niche market kind of thing, similar interests and whatnot. You know, but yeah, that's another reason. You have your parental disapproval, where, you know, their parents won't want them really, you know, to hook up or date a foreigner, for a whole bunch of reasons, similar to, you know, the stigma kind of thing. You know, and then there's this whole thing that, you know, foreigners have lower income jobs traditionally. You know, a lot of people come over here teaching English, and you know, Japan is a very consumeristic society. Like, money is highly valued here, as it is in a lot of places. But yeah, English teaching jobs pay very, very poorly here, and you know, but at the same time, you can live. The thing about Japan is it's very livable, even off these you know, low income jobs. Like, you can live very very richly here, or you can live very. It's easy to live here if you even on a low salary. There's another thing that they think all foreigners are you know, just playboys, you know, or fuckboys or whatnot. You know, they call it charai in Japanese. And you know, maybe there's some truth to it, but yeah, a lot of guys are not even. A lot of guys, you know, the thing is, they might think that they're you know, they're hot shit when they first come over here, but what they don't realize is that they're basically hooking up with what I said are called gaijin hunters, girls that like foreign guys. And guys will get very, very butthurt when they realize that they're basically kind of sharing these girls. The cold hard truth is that these so-called gaijin hunters, or gaijin hunters, tend to like be quite promiscuous. And I know this from experience. I've been here 6 years. I know what's up. I know how these girls play. You know, and I'm not saying I'm not promiscuous. I certainly am. I'm living the player lifestyle, but that's how I have this information. That's how I understand. You know, you know, you'll have these crazy connections where you'll be like, you'll have a friend or whatever, and you'll get talking, and you'll be like, you'll see that they're friends with a certain girl on Instagram or whatnot, and you're like, how do you know her? And you know, you'll be like, oh, I hooked up with her, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of crossover. You know. Crossing swords, as you might say. But yeah, another, you know, the image of you know, foreigners. Another reason they don't like them is because foreigners will tend to have the image of, you know, being transitory, not being permanent. So girls don't really want to get into a relationship with a guy like that. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of reasons and a whole bunch of misconceptions that that Japanese girls don't like foreign guys. But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, you're gonna if you come over here and you expect for girls to come to you and like not have any game, you're gonna be sorely mistaken. You really need to be, if you want to be getting with girls, that are outside of that, Gaijin hunter pool, you really do need to have really good game. I would say you even need to have better game than you need to have in your home country, because you need to learn Japanese. You need to just kind of understand the culture a bit, and you need to be relentless, because you are going to get rejected like an absurd amount of times. But that's what it's about. But another thing is, if you're going to be using dating apps here, like you are exclusively going, as a foreigner, you're exclusively going to get with the Gaijin hunter girls. And like I said, these Gaijin hunter girls are very promiscuous, and that's fine. I'm not criticizing it, but I'm just saying the truth is, you say, oh, you're being judgmental. Oh, no, it's fine. But I'm just saying that's the truth. Oh, not all of them. No, most of them. Most of them are. And, you'll soon realize that guys will come over here and they might start using the dating apps and think they're hot shit. They might start hooking up. But again, they're hooking up with a small percentage of the population. These girls are very promiscuous, the Gaijin hunting girls. And you can say I'm being judgmental, but speaking from experience, I know what's up. So the best way, without a shadow of a doubt, is cold approach. If you want to get outside of that, that group that's getting shared around, you have to cold approach. It's the best way. It's better than night game. It's better than your dating apps. Cold approach, day game. This is how you get girls that are, not being shared around, to be honest. Like I have just so many stories of, just crossovers, like crazy coincidences in a country of 127 million people, like in different cities. You wouldn't believe it, the stories I have. But yeah, guys, I just want to, it's a short video, just like a brief, explanation of what it's like to date as a foreigner here in Japan. And I mean, if you see this video and you're in Japan, anywhere in Japan, or even if you're not in Japan, hit me up for a free consultation, and we can get into more detail about cold approach, about day game, and about how to, hook up with really hot, beautiful girls, and not be relying on dating apps, which are completely, give men absolutely no power. And they're just real dating apps. Really not a fan. If you're looking to get the best bang for your buck, you're gonna have to do cold approach. That's the especially in this day and age, because as we all know, and maybe some of you guys do not know, in this dating market, there's only a small percentage of men that are getting all the women, and dating apps are an extremely competitive marketplace. There's maybe 10 to 20% of men that are banging all the women, and the vast majority of men are getting left to the side or kicked to the curb or not getting any, or at the best, fighting for scraps. And this is if you're a man. You could even be an above average man. But when it comes to cold approach day game, you can really bypass that. You can just do a lot better, way better. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna cut it there. But like I said, check out the links in the description. Hit me up for a consultation, and we can get into more detail on cold approach and day game and how to get the hottest girls. So peace out, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.